Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our MLS series finally. I know it's taken me a while to get this episode out. I've actually had it recorded for a few days, but I was a little under the weather and had a lot of work stuff going on, so I was not able to get this episode up. I hope you guys do not mind, but we are back with the MLS series here, and hopefully we'll have Lee Sung-woo coming up the following day. This next weekend is probably also going to get a little hairy when it comes to upload schedule because I will be out of town for my birthday, my 21st birthday, so that'll be a fun time, but it may end up screwing with my upload schedule. I'll try to get some videos out and scheduled so that they will be posted this weekend, but we'll see how things go. But really excited to get back into this series. As much as I do love the Lee Sung-woo and A-Bar career modes, this one's been really fun for me. It's a fun, I love playing with the MLS teams. I know it's really kind of an iffy topic. A lot of people aren't really big fans of the MLS, but it's a fun league to play in, and they're fun players to play with. So it is really enjoying. We have a game against Portland in this first match. Pretty tough game, pretty slow game, a lot of back and forth. Obviously Portland's a very good team. Very strong team in real life, very strong team in the game, and I definitely knew what we were coming up against. Martins has still really not been playing as well as I've really liked. As I say that, obviously he's going on a run, but he only does that like once or twice a game maybe. Sometimes he gets a goal out of it, but a lot of times he's honestly getting stopped on the way. He doesn't really have the strength I need for him to really be playing on that wing. So I may end up moving him up top. Obviously having Dempsey there makes it a little difficult, but I may end up moving Dempsey back to a center attacking mid role. I think I talked about this once before, but I think it's definitely coming to be more of a reality that that's an idea that I should actually do. So that may end up happening here in the 55th minute. We actually end up getting a red card to Dempsey. I did not think that it was a red card. It definitely was a foul, but I did not think I deserved a red card for it. It was a stupid tackle. I shouldn't have done it regardless, so it kind of puts us in a really bad spot here pretty late into the game. As you see, we had 5 fouls so far at this point, so that maybe played a role in us getting that red card here, but it is what it is. The team was still playing well. We were going back and forth, and here in the 90th minute, really came like the only other opportunity we had in the game. Really the only other opportunity that either one of us had. They ended up knocking the ball out of bounds and just kind of giving us a really good positioning. I don't know why they ended up pushing that out and giving us this chance, but we just played a little bit of good triangle 1-2 football and got it right in the box. Just a beautiful shot that allowed us to go up 1-0 in the 90th minute for a last minute goal. I believe that is Alonso who grabs this goal right here, and just a good shot all the way around. It was Alonso. Very good player, and you guys are going to see in the next game he has a really good game next game too. He's just a very strong player, and I've really enjoyed him being in that central midfield area. And he's the midfielders have been playing really well for me. They're probably the best players on the field right now. My defense is a little iffy. As you see, 2 shots, 2 on target with 1 goal, so we didn't get many opportunities, but we did capitalize when need be. So as we're looking going into the next game against Club America, it's going to be a hard one to go up against. Obviously, they're a very strong team, another team out of Mexico, another one of those strong teams that definitely in real life outclass American teams, and easily in this game they definitely outclass American teams. So we definitely knew we were going to be in a hard spot here, and as you guys see, just the passing that they have, my team was completely out of sorts. My defense has been playing horrible. I hate how they're set up. They keep biting a little too early, and here they're just able to bounce that ball, ping it back and forth between the left side and the central midfield area, and just gets a lovely ball out, a one-touch cross, and then a header for the goal. So Peralta's able to give them the lead in the 3rd minute. So like I said, going into this game, I definitely knew it was going to be difficult, but this was definitely a game that we needed to get a result out of if we were going to make a statement in this league. Obviously, when the season started, I said that I wanted to win the league. Maybe that was a little bit drastic. I shouldn't have been putting that many high hopes into this season, because with all these Mexican teams, they make the league really difficult to play in. And obviously just all the way around, this is a very difficult league to play in. So we'll see how things go. Right now, we're actually outside of the top four, which is a little disappointing, but I definitely think we have the talent to move up in the table quickly, and we'll definitely be seeing that here in the next few weeks, hopefully. Our schedule is going to get a little difficult. We do have a cup game in the next game after this one that is going to be against Liverpool. As you see, the team's just kind of getting the ball back a few times. We're playing good defense now. Our midfielders, like I said, are playing really well, and we're just able to work the ball through. We tried to cut in with Martins. He actually ends up getting the ball taken from him, but has good hustle to bring the ball back. We just play a little bit of 1-2 passing again, and I think that's honestly the strongest way for us to play. I was trying to do a lot of winger play with this team, but I think the best opportunity for us to score goals is for us to just work that ball in the midfield, do a little bit of 1-2 passing, try to pull defenders out of placement, and just try to grab goals anywhere we can. But here I ended up pulling my defender a little bit too far out, and Miazga couldn't get back in time to defend that, and we actually end up going down 2-1. But here in the 35th minute, we get another opportunity with Martins. He just works his way into the box, does a couple fake shots and leans, and works his way onto the right foot of that ball and just smashes it into the top right corner. So beautiful goal there as well. Ties it back up at 2-2. Team's been playing really well at this point. Here going into halftime, we wanted to see if we could get one more opportunity. We're putting pressure where it needs to be. Our front three is really good at keeping pressure on their defense and just kind of giving us opportunities to steal that ball back or put enough pressure where they're not comfortable and they end up kicking it out of bounds. And obviously, as you guys saw in that last game, it definitely helps us to get that ball out of bounds and just kind of restart from that position. So going into the second half at 2-2, I knew it was going to be a close game, obviously, from the start. At home, this is a game that we need to win, so a little discouraging that we did concede 2 goals, but obviously so did they, and they're a very strong team as well. So going into the second half, I was definitely feeling confident. I don't think Valdez was my best option to put up top. I think I should have put Martins up top and then brought somebody in for the wing, but hindsight's 2020 as always. But tried to work our way into the box early on into the second half. I guess early on, it's the 65th minute here. Ended up getting a corner out of it, and it's a beautiful cross in, but just nowhere that was really threatening. There was no players there. Martins was sitting too far back, which was a little disappointing. Kind of wish he was sitting on that outside of the box area, because I think if I would have been able to get that onto his foot, we would have been able to grab the goal. But here in the 85th minute, just a lovely cross, and that striker just kind of found his way into the box, and my defenders didn't mark him at all, and he was able to get a free header into the back of the net. So they take a 3-2 lead in the 85th minute, 86th minute, and it was definitely going to be 110% an uphill battle from there. So Benedetto has been playing incredibly well in the league all the way around, and obviously played very well in this game alongside Peralta. We actually almost ended up conceding another goal in the 90th minute right there, but as this game comes to a close, it is going to be ending at a 3-2 loss for us. So really disappointing, especially because our next game is against Liverpool. I wanted a good result here to kind of take that momentum into the next game. Obviously, that game against Liverpool is in the Capital One Cup. We have been playing a lot of MLS sides, but it's time for us to take that step up. We are getting a little bit further into the Cup, and we wanted to finally start playing some better teams, and we're definitely getting a good challenge with Liverpool in the next game. So like I said, would have been nice to grab the win here. A little disappointing not to get it, but Benedetto played an incredible game, and we ended up losing 3-2. So valiant effort. I mean, to have a 5-goal thriller like this, it was definitely nice. It was beautiful football all the way around. There were really no goals where I was frustrated that I feel like the game cheated me out of anything. It was just my defenders really weren't playing in the right position. They weren't staying back enough, and I think I just need to look at my midfield a little bit and try to figure out what best is going to suit this team in terms of making that defense stronger. Maybe I need to set another defender back, or another midfielder back, to kind of hold that midfield with Alonso. But going into this game against Liverpool, obviously Dempsey is back into the squad. Martins will be out on the left. Julian Green on the right. Most of the team's going to be staying the same. I was kind of looking through, trying to see if there was anybody I really wanted to play. Morris is coming off of his injury, so we're going to go ahead and move him onto these subs, I believe. I want to get Turner more involved, and we will definitely be doing that soon. My defenders obviously have just been, my right back, I guess I should say, has been playing well, so it's kind of hard to move Turner into the squad. But we may end up moving him out onto the left because, as you see, Jones ended up coming into the starting lineup now. He's been playing well for me. Obviously, I've been bringing him in as a sub, and I'm still getting that player debut bug, by the way, where I'm still getting Miazga as his player debut every single game that I play. It's a little frustrating, so that's why you guys don't see opening cinematics whenever it's these games, but because I definitely would have liked to seen it, but it's kind of annoying where every single game I end up getting that same animation, so I usually just skip through it. But Jones has been playing well. We've been bringing him in as a sub either on the left wing or left back position, and he's just been having really good position, really strong positioning where he's been in the right place at the right time, as you guys see right here, passing that ball into Martins. He's just able to work his way into the box, isn't able to get a clean shot off, so they end up blocking it there and sending it out for a corner, giving us a pretty good opportunity here early on into the game. But Jones has definitely worked his way into the starting lineup, but if he starts to falter a little bit, I may look at bringing in Turner. But as you see there, beautiful goal from outside of the box, just ended up falling to me perfectly. The keeper had launched himself out and fell into the middle of the box, so it gave me a lovely opportunity to just smash that over all the defenders and over the keeper into the back of the net, and we grab an early goal with Jones himself. So like I said, he's been playing really well for the team. Definitely earned himself a starting place into the squad and is going to be sitting there at least until further notice. He's been playing well as a defender and getting forward. He has the speed to get back, so it's definitely a strong player for the team, and he's really impressed me. I should have started him from the beginning, but you live and you learn. The team's definitely evolving every little bit they can. Right here, I felt like I got one of those defender glitches where you can't actually get towards the ball. It feels like this force field is around the player, and no matter what you do, your player's like bouncing off of this like little force field basically, and you're not able to defend. And I ended up running completely out of the way with my defender, and they're just able to get a clean shot near post and grabbed a goal, tying up the game at 1-1. So closing out the first half, we are going to be at a draw, which is a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, it is Liverpool, so it is a good result so far into the game. I knew it was going to be a hard game nonetheless. We are a League One side. Arguably, whether or not we should be a League One side is up for debate, but definitely not a Premier League side just yet. So we're still trying to build the squad, and this was definitely a good game to kind of just see how things were going to pan out. But here, that was a beautiful little free kick they had, just managed to bounce off of the post, and we managed to survive for a second, but then they grab a goal right there seconds later, just smashing that into the absolute top corner of the net, and just grabbing that goal, and Milner is able to give them the lead in this game. So really disappointing there. There was no way my keeper was ever going to save that, but we should have done better to clear that ball out instead of just trying to pass it out. So as this game does come to a close, it was looking like a defeat. I knew this was going to be my last few seconds to try to get something out of the game. I didn't really know if I had time. I didn't really have the stamina. Julian Green was playing okay in this game, wasn't playing great. Gat's been kind of impressing me a little bit more than Julian Green, but even Gat has been kind of falling off a little bit and making it a little difficult for me to bring him into the game. So here I just tried to launch the ball. He had no stamina, no reason to be shooting that ball, and did not get it anywhere near to being a wonder goal. So that game is going to end at a 2-1 defeat. We are out of the Capital One Cup. A little disappointing, but a strong game nonetheless. We had 7 shots, 3 on target. We just needed to take our chances a little bit better. So that is where this episode's going to come to a close. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, I'll see you guys later.